Sorry I'm late. What?
We were supposed to go to dinner.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Sam.
It's okay. All right, changing plans. What's going on?
I thought I made peace with this business years ago. Now all of a sudden I'm starting to think maybe I should quit. Dante wants me to reach out to Lucky and basically say that I don't blame Luke for what happened to Jake.
No, that's not fair of Dante to ask you for that.
I understand why he's doing. He's worried about Lulu.
Yeah, and Lulu is worried about Lucky and Luke. What, it's supposed to make everything okay if you say that you don't blame Luke? Is that what Dante expects?
Well, I turned him down. I mean, he wasn't surprised. He knew it was a long shot, but when he was leaving, he said that Luke's arrogance with drinking and driving isn't all that different from me. Living like I do, breaking laws, taking risks, pretending it doesn't affect the people that I love.
I'm not really sure I buy that comparison.
Look, when I first went to work for Sonny, I didn't care that I was hurting the Quartermains. I didn't care about right or wrong. I wanted to live my life. I wanted to prove to everybody that I wasn't weak and that I didn't need to be protected from myself.
Do you know who you sound like right now?
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's so hard for me to argue with him. I sound like a hypocrite. If this business is so wrong, why am I still in it?
So you're tired of the business? I mean, is there something else you want to do?
It might help Carly if I quit, take the argument away from Jax that I'm a danger to Jocelyn.
No, I don't think it's going to help Carly and Jack's custody fight if you are not doing what you do for a living.
He might choose a better life then.
Or not, because Michael's going to make his own decisions.
Yeah, but at least I'd be setting a good example.
Michael is not going to take your lead and follow you blindly. He's got to figure out what he wants to do on his own, Jason. And I don't know, I think a lot of people would probably argue that Michael would be safer if you stayed in the business.
I don't understand. I thought, you'd want me to quit.
Why? Because if we had a baby, you think it would be safer?
If we did have a child, don't you think he or she would be safer if I did something else?
And let's be realistic here. You can't run away from your past. Everybody knows who you are. The cops would be able to find you. Your enemies would be able to find you. So that's definitely not going to make you safer. So why would you want to do something else? I mean, you can't deny who you are, Jason. You like to take chances. You like to risk your life.
But it's pretty selfish when you think about it. To keep risking myself when other people need me.
I don't know, maybe I'm the one who's being selfish then. Because I love you just the way you are. And I don't want you to change. Did you give Jake up?
You know why.
Well, maybe you need to remind us both.
Because I wanted to protect him.
What happened?
He died. Anyway.
Not because of anything you did.
Yeah, but I wasn't with him.
Okay, so maybe you feel like if you chose giving up the mom, you would have been able to keep him safe.
I did make the wrong choice.
Jason, that's just the guilt talking. You're trying to make a reason for it being your fault. But I was there. I know you did everything you could to keep that boy safe.
Obviously not, Sam.
Giving up the business isn't going to bring your son back. And it's not going to guarantee that if you and I were to have a child, our child would have a perfect life.
Yeah, I know.
Do you? I'm not telling you what to do, Jason, any more than you would ever tell me what to do. I'm just asking you to be sure of what you're choosing and why.
If it were up to you, what would you want?
Well, I don't see you being very happy doing anything ordinary.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
I could see you traveling the world.
Oh, you like to travel?
I do. And if you're offering for me to sail away with you, I just might be tempted. And then I start thinking, Jason, about my family, my sisters and my mom, and it's just not really realistic because what would Spinelli do without a PI partner? What would Carly do without her Jason? She would wind up in jail and probably go crazy, and who would Michael turn to? Just,
So you'd want to stay?
I just want you to be true to yourself. No matter what happens.
That's Bernie, I'm sorry. Bernie, how much did we lose? This thing is really starting to escalate. I gotta shut it down.
Then you better get going. There's a lot of people counting on you.
Thank you for listening to me. Because I'm not sure about a lot right now, but I'm sure about this.